Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do part 3 of the Very Merry Christmas coloring book, and we're working on this page here. So we've got the red nutcracker, a blue one, and we're going to do this guy in kind of a green color. Not one that's going to match the green that's around here, and then we have the two little gnomes to do too. So what I'm going to do is set this up, the camera down a little bit so you can see just him and his horse and this little nut guy do down here. So I'll get out some pencils while I'm putting the camera in the right spot. Hold on a minute. Okay, I've got some colors here. We've got hooker's green, light green, and deep cobalt green. We're going to start with the lightest color here. We're going to add it onto his little jacket where I want his highlight. Try not to get too much in his hair. And in his coat here. It's the back of the thing, and I'm not sure what that space is. There's a lot of spaces in here. I'm not sure what they are, but we'll figure them out. Okay. I'm bringing his jacket back here. Gonna make that kind of his sword. Everybody else has got one. This guy needs one. Next one is the hooker's green. So how are you all doing? I've got my trees all up. Yay. Got the last one done last night. So the house is all decked up, and I'll get pictures up on Facebook. If you follow me there, you can see what they look like. And we'll get in here too, down here. I think I mentioned it in the other video that somebody had mentioned that he's standing inside this toy, and this is just a decoration on the outside of the ride. You can do it either way. I'm just going to color it so he has a little sword back here and give it a little bit more of a coloration there. There we go. Now we're going to bring in the darkest color, the deep cobalt green. Darken it under there. Top of the belt. Down in here. Hold on a moment. Okay. I want this kind of a dark green. We're going to add in some black too. Don't worry, we won't leave that out. I was asked by someone how I can use the black on the picture and not make a muddy mess. My answer to that is, when I use these pencils, I can show you if I find a piece of paper up here. I use about that much pressure. And the more you go over it, the darker it gets. Now you can put a little more pressure just by turning the pencil and getting a sharper line on it. And then you fade it out into nothing. It's just leaving less pressure. When you put the black on, if I can find the black, it's a tiny little pencil. Here, I'm going to give you a, well, I'll just take this black. I just go over it the same light pressure. And you just stick it on there where you want it, and then lightly bring it out as a fade, and then go back over it with the green. That gives you the depth. But it doesn't look black or muddy that way. I'm going to have to find my little black pencil. Peekaboo. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Told you it's small. I'm going to have to get myself another one of those. So we're going to be using that in here too. This horse's hair is all in my jacket. But just real light coats like that. Okay, I'll bring the black in. Let the shadow under the arm. Under the belt. Make sure you fade it into that color, just very lightly. Then bring in the dark green again. Okay, we're going to go back to the hooker's green. And bring back in the light green. Okay, we're we're going to bring in my eraser. I don't think I have a big enough little eraser piece sticking out here. There we go. Just lighten that up a little bit. And we're going to throw in some grays in there. First I'm going to put a little white. The darkest gray I have is going to go in there. And then we're going to bring a Posca in. Everybody's got a little handle here, so I'm just going to kind of mimic this one on this side by putting that there. And we'll put a little line at the top up here. And there he has a little tiny sword there. Okay. We're going to bring the red over that we had on this guy's coat here. So look at the colors. Then we're going to give this leg, whether it's his leg or not, we're going to do it in red. So I'm going to go in with the did we put any face color on him? I don't know if we did. He doesn't look very bright. There we go. Stick a little of this in here. Oh, and while we're at it, we'll do the gnome's noses. Get a little color on them. Okay, then we go in with a little bit of the madder. He's gonna have a little boot. And the red violet. Okay, then we're going to bring a little white. The white I'm using is the, guess I should have cleaned that before I did that. I always say that and I forgot to do it. It's got different color on it. Little white right there, and since I have a little red on it, I might as well stick it in here, right? Okay, then we're going to just keep putting on some layers in here. Bring in a little black, just go on the edges. back over it with the red violet. It's close enough. I think I have a little more white in the other coats. So throw a little white in there. Just to highlight it. All right. His hat is going to be done the same way. I'm going to do his hat red. So I'll bring in our same colors. The red violet. The black. Red violet. And the matter. Bring in the white. Back in the red. Okay, gonna take our eraser. Get out the red that we stuck in the white pieces that we don't want there. Gonna use the same gold we used everywhere else with I gotta figure them out. The light yellow ochre. burnt sienna. And then the dark Naples ochre, which is a lighter color. And then add a tiny bit of the gold Posca pen. Just add a little shine in there. Okay, his face is going to be done the same way with the pink. And the light flesh, in case anybody is wondering, this is renamed in a new set. It's called beige red, and this is just the pink madder lake. And we're going to put it up here and down here to give him more of a rounded look. That's all I'm doing. Go over it with the he's got a weird nose. Everybody else got a long nose. He got a round nose. Okay. Well, pink cheeks, pink nose. And then just a touch of madder to give the cheek a little bit more red. Tip of his nose. And just go around it with a little white highlight. There we go. Eyes need to have black. Okay, then we will give him, you can't tell, but he's got blue, he's got green. We'll give him brown eyes. There we go, and a tiny little blue in the corner here. A little bit of white to bring that down. There we go. We'll put highlights in everybody's eyes when I get the pen out. He needs a black belt, like everybody else. Bring in a gray. Okay. Pretty sure we need a little black boot here too. Bring in the white just to make sure our white stays there. Dark gray. This is a cool gray. Number 3. Black on top of that. And there we go, little black boot, horseshoe. This boot, I guess it could go up higher, but it's a leg, so what do we do about it? Okay, he's done. I think I'm going to give the horse brown hair. Brown horse, white horse, I don't know. So I get to a point where I get one piece done and I'm like, okay, time to rest. I think we'll do the candle real quick because that I can do if I have my colors. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to put a base coat of ivory on it. Get it over here. Okay, I'm going to take a tiny bit of a very light brown. I don't know if this set has beige. I'd like a beige. A little darker than ivory. Well, we'll use a little raw umber. Very lightly here. Darken up the side. Down at the base. And kind of divots up here. Go in with the white. We're going to clean the tip this time so we don't have any red or blue on it. Make sure that those areas stay white. And then go back over it with the ivory. Again, this is very lightly used. Not putting too much pressure on it, just going over it. It's not lit yet, so it can't have any drips. We're going to do the wick a little darker. Let's see. Little brown ochre. That looks good enough. Maybe I'll just give them all the same color hair after all. So it's the 3 cool grays. We'll start off with the light color first, which is number 1. And pull up some of that blue in there. I have a bluer beard. Second color. Are you even seeing what I'm doing? I don't know. I'm sorry if you weren't. I'm just adding in the grays. And then number 3. You have to sharpen that, it doesn't have a point. since we have a little blue coming up in here, we're going to take it and bring it up in here too, just a touch. And his gray won't blend in so much with that guy's hair, just because it has a touch of the blue in it. And that helps out the little boo-boos I did down at the bottom. Make it look like you did it on purpose. Bring a little black in there too. Keep this handy, a little black, just to add a little bit more of a shadow in here, and a few extra of those little hairlines. The same thing with their mustaches. Eyebrows. Put a little gray in them. Okay. All right. He didn't have a little mouth open, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to put I don't know if that could be a bill on his hat. Just look up some nutcrackers here. We're just going to make it gray. It seems to come out quite a far ways here. I'm going to shorten it just by adding a few more hairs from the horse. Then we'll just make it start here. And his cuff. And we should have done his neck too. So I'm just using number 3 to darken, number 2 to bring it out. Number 1, 2. Give us our highlight. Then if you want, you can bring in number, well, it's just the white we've been using. Make sure there's no color on that. And just give it an extra little highlight in there. Didn't do his hand, so I've got to do that too. A little pink in it. Blend it in. And there we go, our nutcrackers and a candle. We'll do the noses here. Do them the same way with the pink. Go back in with the skin tone. Tiny little white. For the highlight. I'm going to do their beards the same way, so I might as well color those while we have the grays out. The dark gray. This little guy over here. Medium, which is number 2. And then the number 1. Very light color. The black if you want to add any darker colors right under his hat and around his nose. Just that tiny little bit helps a lot. Boom. And then you can bring out some extra lines if you want. There we go. They look cute. I mean, they don't even have color and they look cute. All right, I think I'm going to call it. When we come back, I'll have the rest of those red berries finished. I have not finished them yet. And we'll come back. We will work on the 2 gnomes. We'll get a pine cone done, the ball probably, and the horse. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Depends. Thanks, guys, for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below. I'll take a picture of it and put it up at the end of the video. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye now.